Hello and welcome to Healing Inspiration. I am Ramona, and today's reading is your reading for August. So we have a lot of messages. We have your overall energies and main themes. And then I have that for pretty much every area of your life: love and relationships, career and finances, health and fitness, advice. And I'm also going to get some blessings out for you. So actually, there's going to be a lot of messages here for your month of August. And if this content is entertaining or valuable, or if you like it at all, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment down below with a dolphin if you claim this reading or if it resonates. Also, if you could hype this video or any of my videos, it would be very much appreciated. Or if you would like to give a super thanks, you can click on that. Any amount would be appreciated to invest back into the channel. Also, I do give personal and private readings. So there's a link to my Etsy shop in the description box, or you could just send me an email if you would prefer to book a reading that way. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. So you chose the Dolphin Spirit, card number 20. This and that are true. So the first thing with the Dolphin Spirit, the dolphin is a very social animal, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities this month, or some opportunities at least, for socialization. So there's going to be some friendliness. Also, I feel like there's fun this month. So fun will be a theme. You could have, since this dolphin here is solitary, there could be some fun things that you're doing on your own, some fun activity you figure out, you like, but something related to that. Also, dolphins might be a spirit animal or an animal that you are seeing a lot this month. Some of you may see some marine animals or even dolphins, maybe even in person, or be going to the ocean. Not for all of you, obviously, but that could be something happening in your month. Also, I'm thinking about the dolphins. They're very intelligent creatures, so there could be something you're investing in with your intelligence. So you could be learning something new. It could be a new language, or you're investing in, say, a new hobby like chess, or maybe even a new video game. But something that will stimulate you mentally. And also, this and that are true. I think you're going to see a lot more possibilities this month, and how seemingly paradoxical things can be true within your life. So that is pretty interesting. Next we have card number 11, Passion. Rise, passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. So card number 11, so 1111 could be something, and especially with I see these lovers, so there could be some increased passion in your life with a lover or a significant other. And this could be, as simple as you making out, or this could be kissing, hugging, more affection, but definitely more passion in your love life if that's something that resonates with you. Also, some of you could be falling in love. With 1111, there could be a twin flame, or there could be some higher level of commitment or moving up in the world related to a relationship. And also, with your passion, you may be discovering a new passion, or just investing in a passion that you already have related to your life purpose. Or this could also be a hobby, because I was thinking of a hobby. So you might find a new hobby that you're passionate about, or maybe considering a new path that really increases your passion. So it feels like passion and more energy for this month, more fire is coming in for you. In here we have Milk and Honey, card number 51. So there's this little elephant. Elephants might resonate Some of you may be having picnics because this kind of looks like a picnic or doing some outside barbecuing, something to that effect. Also, you could possibly see a rainbow, but the milk and honey, that reminds me of, an abundance of many things. So there's a lot of sweetness, there's joy to be had, and this is like the land flowing with milk and honey. So it's like there's going to be a real flow of abundance in your life of in many forms here. And some of you could be doing spa treatments. That's what I'm thinking of with milk and honey. So that's a possibility. Or even trying some new recipes. Next, we have snow, rest and contemplation. So you are going to have, some of you might get snow wherever you are in the world or see some snow. Also, rest and contemplation, this is reminding me of the Four of Swords. So you may be getting more opportunities to rest. You may be really thinking deeply about some things in your life and contemplating where you want to go next on your journey and what you want to create in your life. And this feels like a very gentle level of contemplation. So some of you may be praying or just journaling or doing some real thought on your direction in life or different things you may want to invest your time and energy into. But it seems like you are going to be able to also fit in some rest into your life this month. Next, we have relationship. I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. So, once again, this could be related to a romantic relationship. Also a friendship, if that resonates more so. But it feels like that a relationship, at least one relationship in your life, is going really well. It could be something that where you're kind of surrendering your relationship or relationships to the divine and allowing it to just naturally grow and flow and develop in the way it's supposed to rather than trying to control it. But it does seem like there is abundance in your relationships this month, and that could be something you are contemplating, a relationship, maybe even how you want to invest in a relationship. This could also be thinking about, how you want to balance out your relationships and your relationship with yourself as well, and how you want to invest in that. So there is some contemplation around your life in general, but also relationships. So first we're going to get into your love and relationships. So this will be your love life in specific, and I'll do a general message and then see how that might apply to different situations you find yourself in, even if you're not interested in a relationship. So you have the Seven of Cups, and you have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And with the Seven of Cups, this is talking about decisions. So there could be many possibilities going on related to relationships, and that makes sense with this contemplation energy around relationships. This could be just something. Okay, so let's start with, if you are not interested in a romantic relationship, you could be still thinking about the possibilities for your life, your emotional life, of how you could be buying yourself some stuff, like the song, I can buy myself flowers, I can hold my hand. So you could be kind of romancing yourself, taking yourself shopping. Also, just generally thinking about your options, maybe related to love, if that's actually even something you want to do, or maybe you're going to just make the decision to, stay single and be happy with that. But it feels like you are considering options. And see, it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So you may be making some clear decisions in this month, or at least contemplating it and coming down to some general ideas of what you want in your life. And if you are dating, I feel like there are many options that you have coming toward you or that you may be considering. And you may be at a time where you're going to decide, who you maybe want to date exclusively, or if any of the people you're dating are worth it. Or if you're dating also, maybe you're going to want to take a new route to meeting new people in your life. So that is a possibility as well. For those of you in some kind of a relationship, but it's not super locked down, I feel like you guys may be considering possibilities of what could happen in this relationship, and you might be making a decision. Maybe they'll be asking you to make a decision on, what direction you want to go in this relationship. So there's a lot of contemplation here and decision making. And for those of you who already have a relationship locked down, there's still going to be options that you are going to be considering together. Maybe you're thinking about, you could be thinking about buying a house, renting, even going on vacation, or maybe whether or not you should have children, how you want to divide chores in the household. But it feels like there are decisions that you guys are making together, and it's among many options, all right? Next are your relationships that are not romantic. So the rest of your relationships in your life. And you have the Four of Wands and second chakra Archangel Ariel. So it feels like here you are going to have some really good connections. You're going to be emotionally connected to people in your life. And you could be celebrating or planning a celebration with friends or family. Also, someone in your life, maybe they could either be getting married or buying a home, and it's something you're celebrating with them. Also, you could be having a lot of fun. That you did have that social energy with other people in your life. Here, there's a lot of feminine energies as well as here, but it feels like there's going to be a lot of really close emotional connections with other people in your life. And it feels very celebratory, and it feels good, like people you can trust, or at least one or two people you're going to feel very connected to this month, and you might be going out with them, having a good time, planning a celebration, or having some kind of a celebration, or you might even be hosting a celebration for some people in your life. And it seems like if you do that, that will turn out very good. And this is also related to passion. So, and it's coming below passion. So you might become more passionate about the relationships in your life and be deciding to put more of your energy into those relationships as well. And I feel like whatever energy you're putting into your relationships is really beneficial and strengthens emotional connections. Next, for your career, we have the Ten of Swords and the Thinker. So the Ten of Swords, for some of you, you may have had something end related to your career. The Ten of Swords is something dead, done, and over with. Or you could be very much in your career or studies. Sorry about that. So, or you're just thinking and you could be thinking about that, and thinking about your stability and how to move forward. But you have 4-4 there. That's why I say stability. And so you could be thinking about your stability and what is going to be most beneficial for you in your career. Maybe there's something within your job that has ended or is ending. And it feels like something that has been very stressful. And you could be strongly thinking about your next steps. What is going to bring you abundance? What do you want to, invest your time and your energy in? So there's a lot of thought that's going into this. It could also be like, you've had enough of whatever you're doing right now. It could be your career, it could be your studies, or, just a plain old job, and you're ready to just end it. There could be some toxicity in that workplace, and you're really thinking about your next steps, how to move forward. Maybe you're thinking, should I get this kind of job or that kind of job? Or some of you might think, you may be thinking about ending, a career outside the home altogether. Maybe you're going to be a stay-home parent or something you are considering. Or you could be, leaving a job in order to pursue education. So there's something you are either ending this month or strongly considering ending and really changing and getting into something else, if that makes sense. Like the messages with this, Ten of Swords and endings are, and there's a land flowing with milk and honey. So I really don't feel like this is saying, oh, your job is going to end or something like that. So, and those aren't messages that I choose to deliver, just because I don't think you should have an expectation of something like that. So my intention is always of, this is going to be your choice. Also, with coming below this land flowing with milk and honey, it feels like whatever you're going to decide to end and what you're going to change in your life is going to bring you a lot of abundance. And you may be like considering what is going to bring you a lot more happiness than where you're at right now. So I feel like that's what's happening there. And next, we're going to get into your finances in August. So we have Temperance, and we also have Public Face. Follow your heart, become who you want to be, earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. And we have with Temperance. So Temperance is Sagittarius energy. So there, you could be getting some education related to finances. Also here with Temperance, this is moderation to me. So you could be balancing out your finances and deciding to take a more moderate approach and not overstepping financially this month. But it feels like you're going to be able to balance everything out. Like you're going to be able to create harmony in your finances. And also with this angel, it feels like there is, divine protection over whatever you're doing financially. But I don't think this is the month for big risks. You are going to play it more safe, take a moderate approach to your finances this month. But with Public Face, and it's okay to be yourself. Some of you could be investing in your public face. So you could be investing in putting money into your brand, or this could be brand deals for some of you, or some kind of marketing, investing some money into marketing, or somehow your public face. If you do have a face that's out there, your marketing tactics might be bringing in some money for you and starting to create some wealth. Also, this could be you investing in your physical appearance in some way. It could be as much as, say, plastic surgery or some kind of things like that. And it could just be, makeup or clothing, jewelry, so it could be just something like that, or getting your hair done. So, however you present to the world, you're going to invest in that as well, potentially. Next, we have this is going to be your home and family life in the month of August, and we have the Nine of Cups and Compassion, card number 27. So, Nine of Cups, there's going to be some kind of emotional fulfillment for you in your home, especially with compassion as well. So, there's going to be a wish coming true. So, this could be a wish related to your home and family. Maybe you're getting a home that you want or getting some upgrades in your home. But also with this compassion and Kuan Yin, there could be just some very loving, emotionally fulfilling energy in your home this month. And it feels like, it could be around your home, in your neighborhood, or whoever you're living with. There could be a lot of peace, a lot of love, care, and there also could be someone in your home that you're offering compassion to. And it really is fulfilling for you with this compassion. So it looks like there's a lot of love in your home this month, that you're going to be feeling really good and emotionally fulfilled. And there could be a wish coming true regarding your home or your family. So especially if, someone in your family was having a hard time, including you, I feel like there is some improvements emotionally in your household, in the emotional flow and the emotional vibe of your house. And that could be even you, having some other wish fulfilled that, fulfills you emotionally, if that makes sense. And here, this is your physical health and fitness. So here we have the Fool, and we have nourish your temple. So first message is you could be starting on a new lifestyle. I'm thinking lifestyle, like diet regime. And then she's like walking, skipping. So you could be starting something new that way, and also you could be addressing some stomach issues or some food issues, potentially, which is going to give you, I want to say, a new lease on life. But maybe you're going to figure out if you're sensitive to certain foods, etc. So you're going to find a way to nourish your body that's going to make you feel really good. That's going to help you to have more energy, feel better about yourself. So there's something about the way you nourish your body this month and take care of it, what you feed it and put into it. Some of you could also be, taking some kind of a supplement that helps. I'm also thinking with this belly and then her hand on her heart, there could be things you are doing to address maybe heartburn or some stomach issues that is going to be beneficial for you, and you will be eliminating a problem related to your GI system for the most part. Also, you could be doing something very creative when it comes to your health and well-being. You could be taking a new journey when it comes to your health, maybe seeing a new physician, and doing something differently and out of the ordinary that you wouldn't have expected, that is going to improve your health or start you on a completely new journey. You might be releasing some things from your physical life that help you feel lighter and freer and will be beneficial. So this could be releasing some things that are stressful, because I see she's only carrying with her like this little pouch with her belongings. So you could be, releasing some stress I'm feeling, or even releasing some items from your house, or like removing certain foods from your diet, which, or and some of you could be related to fitness. You could be removing some extra weight off your joints, or something to that effect, which might be helping you out and making you feel better. Okay, so let's put this over here. And next is your mental and emotional well-being. And we have the Ten of Cups. Actually, I think it's going to be this card, yes. I chose this card for mental and emotional. But anyway, so for mental and emotional well-being, we have the Sun, amazing. And we have Tend, maintenance, encouragement, and guidance. So for the Sun, with your mental and emotional well-being, first of all, I see her with the gong. And I feel like you're calling something, as in, that's it. That's the thing that has been bugging me. It's like with the Sun, clarity. And with mental and emotional well-being, there's going to be clarity of mind and clarity of heart. And the Sun is often about joy. So it feels like more joy and clarity and light. And once again, fun. Fun is going to be helpful for you when it comes, and possibly music or frequencies, maybe singing bowls. Maybe you're going to get into a musical instrument that's going to help you, or just, listening to some music that is going to make you feel better mentally and emotionally. It's going to feel freeing. Also, doing something just fun for the fun of it is going to be helpful for you. Also, maybe getting some sun, which also always relates to vitamin D. So maybe you could be getting more vitamin D. And if you felt down at all, vitamin D often helps. Obviously, check with your doctor for anything like that. And then Tend, maintenance, encouragement, and guidance. So some of you could be getting guidance on your mental and emotional health. This could be, maybe you're going to be seeing a therapist, or having guidance from a trusted friend, or a trusted person in your life. You could also be investing in your mental and emotional health. And here it says maintenance, like doing some maintenance work on it. Maybe it's affirmations, maybe it's journaling, maybe it is therapy, maybe it's, being sure to be social and sharing your thoughts and feelings with people. Maybe it is, watching some YouTube videos that can help you invest and maintain your mental and emotional life and health. And with the mouth here too, I do feel like there's communication related to this. So it would be maybe talking to someone is going to be helpful for you. Next, for your spiritual life, yourself, your spiritual life, your growth this way, we have the Ten of Cups. And there's more, like, here's another rainbow. So, and with the Ten of Cups, this could be a community. This could be connecting with a community spiritually. Also, this could be a spiritual community, spirit guides. Also somewhere I'm feeling over the rainbow, like maybe even connecting with people that have crossed over the rainbow bridge, or animals, but it feels like it's going to make you feel very happy. And we have Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. And with this Cosmic Gateway, that's reminding me of that rainbow. So you may be gaining a stronger connection with the ethereal realm, and seeing a higher level in your spiritual life, or just starting to enter through it. You could be very focused on keeping your thoughts focused more on what you want than on what you don't want. You could be allowing your thoughts to flow and being more careful about your thoughts, knowing that they are magnetic and powerful. And it says miraculous changes are occurring. So it could be something really in your mind. There are some changes in your mind. And this could be your third eye, your crown chakra as well. And the connection with spirit or your spirit guides or the ethereal realms or just your higher self could be, so you could be making some really major changes there. And it could even feel miraculous with this 10 of Cups. And I feel like these changes in your spiritual life and the growth in your spiritual life will also affect your family in your social circle, and bring more happiness within that area. Next, we're going to do advice. And after advice, I'm going to pull out the blessings bag and see what blessings you may have coming this month. So we have the better it gets. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know there are much more good feeling things coming my way. The better it gets, and I keep rising up. This makes sense to me with this cosmic gateway. So there's a rising within the cosmic gateway, a rising in your thoughts. And it does feel like more happiness is coming in this month, like particularly related to relationships, but also in your spirituality, in your mental health, even in your physical health. I feel like things are improving, and it's like the better it gets, the better it gets. There's going to be one positive change, and then there's going to be another one, and then another one. It seems like there's additions to some of these positive changes happening this month, and it's going to feel really nice. And this kind of reminds me of the rainbow again. So this could be your rainbow after the rain. And next we have authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it. But at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. So some of you, there is something about communication. So this could be written communication. This could also be you writing a book. It could be you journaling. It could be you talking to someone, a trusted friend, or like I said, potentially a therapist. But it feels like you are being more authentic and true to yourself and really considering, maybe what you're doing is thinking about who you are as a person now compared to who you were in the past and how your current circumstances match who you are now. And you're going to be able to communicate this. Also, you have some contemplation. And maybe you have a book or a message or a song to write or a poem, whatever it is. It feels like, this is a good time to work on that, put your effort into that and communicate. And now we're going to get into your blessings finally. All right, so I just pulled a handful of blessings for your month of August. Let's see. We do have motorcycle. So if you're into motorcycles, maybe you'll be having a motorcycle ride, or there's a blessing related to a motorcycle if that is something that strikes your fancy. Or doing something fast and fun where the wind is blowing through your hair. And then we have a proposal. And this goes along with love life. So there could be some proposal related to your love life. This could also be a proposal you're creating, or a career proposal, or a job proposal. And this will be a blessing for you this month. And we have a garden. So a garden or things from a garden like flowers or fruits and vegetables could be a blessing for you this month. And then we have innovation. And that makes sense with the Aquarian energy, and that came with your health and well-being. So you may be benefiting from an innovation or doing something innovative in your life. And I think this, for this pile, would be geared towards your physical health and fitness. So there could be something related to that. Next, we have tax break. So you might be getting a tax break on something, or something's occurring in your life that you're going to be able to have a tax break. Whether in this year or the next year, but you're going to, realize, ooh, I could get a tax break on that. And then we have binge watch your favorite show. So you may be finding a favorite show or have the opportunity and the time to binge watch a favorite show. Or maybe your favorite show or the show you like to watch is releasing a new, season a month ahead. Next, we have healing a relationship. So that makes sense. So there could be healing in a relationship. And because it seems like there's a wish fulfillment with your home, there's celebration, in some other relationships, and also relationship we have here. Solar plexus chakra. So this is related to your self-confidence. And here she's like touching basically her solar plexus chakra. So there's definitely something with your confidence and fire, which is passion, that is going to be a blessing for you. So increased confidence, feeling better about yourself. Then we have better communication. So that does make sense. So communication is highlighted. So this could be definitely better communication in your relationships, which could also be, helping to heal a relationship, but also communication just of your authenticity, right? And then increased energy, which makes sense of what we were talking about. So you're going to have more energy to do the things that you want to do. This could be from releasing burdens, releasing some pounds, this new diet stuff, or, just that time of year. I don't know. Then we have new shoes or boots. So you may be getting some new shoes or boots that will be a blessing to you. And then we have antique shop. So you may be finding a nice antique shop that's pretty cool, or an antique, something old. Maybe you'll be find something and bring it into an antique shop, and they'll buy it from you or something like that. Romance. So definitely romance is in the air, and this will be a blessing for you. And if you have no relationship or don't want one, you could be, like I said, romancing yourself as well. Psychic sight. So that makes sense with clarity coming in, and also here with the mind. So that would be the third eye or the crown chakra. And there does seem to be some spiritual clarity happening for you as well. And psychic sight, seeing visions, dreams, things like that. That could be going along with that contemplation as well. And then happy memories. So this could be making happy memories or remembering, some happy times that brings you joy and is a blessing for you. And then we have reaching a destination safely. So it looks like you're going to have safe travels this month, or if anybody you care about is traveling, it doesn't even have to be long distances, but it's going to be safe in whatever way you're traveling, or if there's someone else you're concerned about. It looks like safe travels. And then intelligence, and we did talk about investing in something related to your intelligence, or a new hobby, learning something new. That's going to be a blessing. Or somehow your intelligence is going to get you ahead this month. I guess it could do that, right? connection with nature. So there could be a connection with nature that is a blessing for you this month. And then finally, we have better cardio. And she is touching her heart here. And so maybe your cardiovascular health is improving, or you are going to a doctor and they're doing something, in improving your heart health, or you're doing something to improve your heart health. That could also be like, a heart healthy diet or something like that, because it does feel like something changing with your diet a little bit. And so that is what I have for you, Pile 1. I hope this inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. I thank you so much for coming to my channel. Namaste. Hi, Pile 2, and welcome to Healing Inspiration. I am Ramona, and this is your August reading. If you chose this card, card number 50, Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. If my content is valuable for you, if this reading resonates, or if it's even entertaining, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below with a rhino or, let's see, some other horned creature. Please hype this video if you would like, or give me a super thanks. If you would like a personal and private reading, you can check out my Etsy shop. If you would prefer, you can just send me an email and we can book a reading for you. And without further ado, let's get into your August. And for this reading, we will start with your general themes and energies, and then we'll get into each area of your life, get some advice, and get some blessings from the blessings bag. So to start with, you have card number 50, Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. So maybe someone who is 50 years old will have some significance in your life, or someone in their 50s or born in 1950 or in the 50s could be significant for some of you. That doesn't always come out for me, but right now it is. And here with overcome any obstacle, and 5 is about change. I feel like if there has been any obstacle in your life or anything you feel like is in your way, I feel like that is going to change for you this month. You're going to be able to break through, break free from something, or surmount some kind of obstacle that has been standing in your way. And with this rhino and having flowers around his or her neck, I feel like that's, like when a horse wins a race, that they get this wreath around their neck. So some of you could actually be winning a competition. If you're involved in some kind of a competition, you could be getting a promotion, or winning in some area of your life, or finally accomplishing something. So there's some kind of an accomplishment. I feel like that's going to happen this month as well for you. And it may be something, as big as a promotion, but it could also be something you're just very proud of yourself, and you're having a personal celebration that you've accomplished something. And then we have card number 5. Again, a number 5. So there's definitely a change coming for you. And we have justice. By the power of 3 by 3, Mont deliver justice to me. So this is saying there's something fair and balanced coming through for you this month. If there was anything regarding legal matters, I feel like legal, even financial or official matters, or any decisions that you've been waiting upon, I feel like it's going to come through. It's going to be fair and balanced, and the truth will prevail. Also, truth and balance are going to be big themes for you this month. And if there's anything in your life that you have felt is quite unbalanced or unfair, or if there has been any deception or untruths, I feel like that's going to, come into balance. So the thing is going to come into balance, or you are going to know the truth, and this is going to change things for you with that 5. And the green is standing out to me as well. So with the green, this could have something to do with natural settings. Wearing green might be important. Also green as in money. So there could be some change coming through with money. And this is also reminding me of the heart chakra. So there could be some change of heart that is happening. Next, we have card number 45 and time to go. So, first, I feel like there could be something leaving your life that could have been an obstacle or something that is just, yeah, something that was an obstacle, something that was difficult for you, something that you maybe affected your stability. So there's something leaving your life this month that could create more stability for you, and actually maybe an obstacle that you were having is just going to be leave and disappear. You could also be deciding to finally make a move, finally go on a trip, finally leave a relationship that you wanted to leave, finally make a change you wanted to make in your life that's leading to greater stability. And some of you are going to be able to go to a pier. I'm thinking of a pier, maybe just, by a body of water or a pond, or maybe, going on a little boat ride, or just being able to be near water could be significant for some of you this month. And you have 555, so 555 can be significant, so if you want to look that up. But fives are always about change. There's change happening for you this month. And the fives aren't always necessarily the easiest changes to come through, but I feel like this change is going to bring you more stability and security. Sometimes, truth isn't necessarily always pleasant, but this truth is going to bring this balance for you. I mean, this could be, a pleasant truth and all pleasant, but like with this, overcome any obstacle. So this change, whatever change is coming for you this month, is going to be very positive and leave you better off, more balanced, and more stable in the end. And here we have trunk, stability, loyalty, and reliability. So absolutely. So whatever this is going to help you to be more stable. You're going to experience more loyalty. Maybe there could be someone you realize is more loyal than you expected. And we have reliability and reliable. So you may be, like with the fives, you may be like kind of testing the stability and the reliability of something in your life. And you're going to realize that it is stable and reliable, or you're going to leave it behind for something more stable and reliable, or more loyal friendships. And here it's like, and I feel like you are in your life in general with this is reminding me of an oak tree, which is very stable and grounded and steady. So there's a lot of strength in your position this month. Also, it feels like you are going to be seen as a stable, loyal, and reliable person, which is going to be beneficial for you. And your wisdom and your intuition is going to also be very reliable and loyal to you. So you can really depend on your intuition and how you're seeing things and the wisdom you have gained. It's going to be solid. Or if someone is giving you advice this month, I feel like there's going to be very solid advice that you can, hang your hat on. Mushrooms could be important to you this month. Maybe you're going to be cooking with mushrooms, eating with mushrooms, or there's some kind of a mineral in mushrooms that's going to be helpful for you. I'm thinking magnesium for some of you. And then we have calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, "Quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over." So I feel like you're going to have an inner calmness and stillness, like your internal world, your mind. You're going to be able to ground it and stabilize it and maintain an inner sense of calm no matter what is going on around you. Although I feel like there's going to be a transition over to calm and peacefulness and also sweetness. And with the hummingbird, I feel like the hummingbird is very high vibrational. And so I feel like your vibration is rising and you may be ascending, or your knowledge is ascending, or something in your life, like whatever obstacle this is helping you to ascend to higher heights, but also to maintain a sense of stability and calmness within. I think that is going to be important. So some of you might be doing deep breathing exercises this month. That might be indicated. Also, maybe getting something sweet this month. It could be honey, or I'm thinking more honey than anything. Or there could be something with flower pollen or something like that. That might be important for you, or just flowers in general. Some beautiful fragrances, sweet fragrances, surrounding yourself with. Also, meditation, or you could be experiencing some sweetness in your life this month. Sweet and calm. So you're definitely, if there's any obstacles or anything that's changing, I feel like it's going to bring you to stability and calmness and peace and sweetness here. And it's going to make you feel lighter, and you're raising your vibration. But you're still going to be very grounded while raising your vibration. So it's a very stable type of energy. Like, even if you're into any spiritual practices, you may be raising your vibration, but also concentrating on grounding. Trees could be significant in your life this month. A tree near your home, or maybe you're taking walks and seeing a lot of trees, and that's going to bring you some peace, or being around trees in some way, or fruits from trees. All right, so maple syrup also with something sweet, if that resonates at all with you. So first we're going to get into your romantic love life. This is distinct from your other relationships. I will try to interpret the message depending on maybe different states that you are in related to romantic love. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles and wedding. This situation involves marriage. Okay. So let's start out here. Romantic love. The Queen of Pentacles is definitely, you could be meeting a person that you would want to marry, or you could be seen as very perfect marriage material. So even if you are not interested in love, I feel like you're the kind of person who people see as marriage material. One way or another, you seem very fruitful, healthy. You could be a business person, also take care of your home very well. It seems like there's a lot of finances coming in this month. You could be getting a raise, and that could be affecting your relationships. or something related to your health in your physical life is going to be upgrading, which is going to affect your romantic life in some way. Some of you could be getting an inheritance. Also, some of you could end up marrying into money in one way or another, which is going to offer you an opulent lifestyle. So, for those of you who aren't interested in romantic love, I feel like you are very committed to yourself and you are creating a beautiful life for yourself one way or another. And if you did want that option of a relationship, it feels like you are viewed as a very high value person overall, related to home and family, related to your career, as just as a person and as a human being. People see you as very high value. If you are out there looking for a relationship, this is saying that you are this marriage material, commitment material, someone that people want to lock down. And you kind of have, good standards, good boundaries. And I feel like this is also saying to hold out for the type of partner that you're looking for, that you don't need to make any compromises. And when I say compromises on, any major compromises, let's say that. You can hold out for that person that you really see as material for the relationship you want. Like, it feels like you're so fulfilled in your life and you've invested so much in yourself, and you could also be investing in yourself this month. And there could also be a partner, for some of you if you're in a relationship, or there could be someone courting you. If you're in a relationship, that can still be the same. Someone is courting you, sees your value, and is willing to give into this relationship that you meet this month. And that's if you're dating or, even looking for love. And for some of you who feel like what you want is marriage, if you are in a relationship, this person may be looking to propose to you and really seeing you as this high value person and someone they do want to lock down. Some of you may be proposed to if you are married. You or your spouse, or maybe even both of you, might get an increase in money, which is going to help you both. Maybe you're going to be able to decorate a home or get a dream home together. There's something, if you're in a committed relationship, it's like you're going to have money to invest in your life together here. So this is very good also for commitments, value, being seen as valuable, being valued. Someone could be giving you gifts or flowers. They may want to take you to a special occasion where you'll have to dress up. You could also be meeting someone at a wedding or attending a wedding this month. Next, for your other relationships, we have the Two of Swords. And we also have the Thinking Woman, which is 47, which breaks down to 11, which also breaks down to a 2. So for one, in your other relationships that are not romantic, you may be seen as guarded and also someone who's up in your head a lot. People in your other relationships, they also see you as someone who is very intelligent, who holds yourself in high regard. There could be some groups you're getting into, or like if you're in the educational realm, whatever you're into, people are really valuing your intelligence. So you may be having some deeper conversations about books, or some very intellectual topics. People may see you as someone who thinks more than they talk, thinks more than they speak. They could also see you as a little bit standoffish, but really working on something that's important to you, building a firm foundation for yourself. You could also be, kind of guarded against certain relationships in your life right now because you are working on something else. Or you could also be making a decision about a particular relationship that you're unsure of right now. So you're, like looking into this. This could be like reading books, but it could also be like looking into tarot readings or something to find out about this person. It could be a friendship. It could be a boss, a manager, something where you're really curious and maybe not sure where you stand. So you're really thinking about that and observing and wanting to change something with this butterfly, wanting to change something about your other relationships. And so right now you may be thinking about that, considering that, seeing what you want to do with that. Next, for your career, you do have the Page of Pentacles, so career and studies. So the Page of Pentacles is always really good for studies, anything you're learning or studying. Or if you are starting a new job, people see you as very competent, studious, open to learning, educated, like always taking a new approach, but someone who has a lot of potential for growth. You could also be starting something, like getting a bonus or another offer related to career, which seems like it'll be a job that is a soulmate. Also, if you're in, whether it's school or work, you may be connecting one with a job, with a manager, or with a person at work that is a soulmate. This could be a romantic soulmate or a friend, or it could be a project or a job or career that is your soulmate. It's like your perfect match. And for this, you might have to learn something new, but it feels like something that can really grow and is a match to who you are internally. And here we have a number 41, which is like, here we have 45, 47, 41, and this is another 5 again. So this could be a change with your career path, with a job, to connect with something that is more in alignment with you. Some of you could be deciding to take a different class if you're, in your education period, or to train in something different, but you feel like it's going to be more of a match to you. Yeah, and if this is a person, this will be a really nice connection that will help, your work or studies feel a lot more pleasant, a lot more happy to have this connection. If you do anything where you really work with people or you need to connect with people, I feel like that's very well aspected, particularly this month. People are going to feel very connected to you, connected to your work. Next, with your finances. So this was reminding me of a road. For some of you might be investing in a vehicle or some form of transportation this month, or an opportunity is going to be coming in really quickly to make an investment in something you have to act on very quickly. But in here it says investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. Invest wisely. So it feels like you're going to be quick on your feet when it comes to finances and how to spend it. And there is going to be authenticity, quickness, and in your decision-making capacity related to your finances. And also I'm hearing where the rubber meets the road. So you're going to be able to take care of any situation that comes up this month. But I also feel like you're going to be able to invest in something that is going to bring some financial prosperity, or you're going to see some of your investments improving really quickly. Or if you put some investment into something, I feel like there's going to be some quick results this month related to your finances, some quick movement financially. Next, your home and family. So with your home and family, it looks like, and here we have 48, another, and that's 12, which is 3. And Sophia, divine wisdom. So it looks like with this hermit, maybe you are going to want to hermit this month and really seek your own personal wisdom. This is like looking for your own internal light here. So some of you may be getting some alone time. Also, your routines are going to be important in your home. So you could be, becoming more consistent with your routines or creating some routines around your home and family. And these are very wise decisions that you're making that are going to improve your home and your family, because this is Virgo energy. Also, some of you could be organizing your home in such a way that makes more sense for you and the utility of your family. Also, I feel like with this refrigerator, some of you could be doing meal planning, meal preparation ahead of time this month, which is going to make your home run more smoothly. Or do a shopping list, or maybe, add or change something to your diet. So that's what I see for that. Some of you may be getting a new appliance this month, or could be putting in different flooring. There could be an older person, potentially an older woman, who is going to give you wisdom or some mentorship around your home and family. This could be like a grandmother, your mother, or just an older woman, an aunt or someone. It could be an older man too, but someone coming in that gives you some advice related to your home and family, which is divinely guided and is wise. And then this is for your physical health and fitness. So it feels like you may take up some more activity this month with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very active and fiery, also passionate, and there is, sexual energy involved with the Knight of Wands. And we have pleasure, and this is 40. So we have a lot of 40s. I mean, we do have the 5s, but we have, again, now we have 40, 45, 47, 48. So somebody maybe in the 40s that you're dealing with this month, or you are, that could be significant. And here we have pleasure, and it does look like this person is pleasuring themselves. So, for one, if you've had any hormonal issues or problems with libido, or you have a partner who has had problems with libido or any sexual issues, I feel like some of that may be clearing up. Um, Sexual energy may be good for your health and your fitness, or there could be some motivation around your health and fitness in order to benefit your love life here. Also, there's a lot of movement. So I feel like, movement and fire is going to be here for you related to health and fitness. So it feels like you are going to be able to get in a routine, get motivated. Also, I feel like indulging in some physical pleasure, and not just sexual necessarily, but some physical. It could be massage. That's the only thing that's coming to mind right now. It could be massage. It could be, taking a bath with Epsom salts. It could be anything like that. And here, this guy in the desert, I'm thinking like a sauna or a whirlpool, something like that you could be doing this month that is helpful for your physical health and fitness. Some of you could be doing some hot yoga and really getting in touch with your body in general, in touch with your physical body, and maybe, doing some work around loving and accepting your physical body. And here we have your mental and emotional health and wellness, and we have the Eight of Wands and the walking staff, support and encouragement. So it feels like things are going to be moving pretty smoothly with your mental health. There's a lot of activity probably with your mental health and your emotions, with your mind and your emotions, but it feels like the activity is in alignment. So I feel like you might be making a lot of goals and working towards goals and taking action on them. And you could be communicating with another person related to mental and emotional health. And this could be something in around your home here, or you're just like taking walks, because here's a walking stick. Taking walks around your home or in your neighborhood might be well aspected, which is going to improve your mental and emotional health. It'll just help you to feel good. With these rocks stacked on each other, I'm feeling like a Zen type of vibe. So it feels like your emotions are flowing very nicely. Your motivation is flowing. You may be getting support and encouragement from someone or something related to your mental and emotional health, and that could be improving it, especially around the house. Maybe you're going to have, a partner or someone else in your household that's helping you around your house that could make you feel better emotionally and mentally. Also, you could be supporting and encouraging yourself in such a way that is helping things flow better mentally and emotionally for you. So it seems like you have goals and you're on point with your goals here. And maybe even you setting goals and working towards them is going to make you feel better mentally and emotionally this month. Next, for your spiritual life, yourself. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So very good fortune coming in related to your spiritual life and things, changing for the better. And here we have soul expansion, Mahatma Babaji, your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. So I think you're going to have a broader understanding of all things. This could even be yourself. Like your consciousness is growing. You're becoming more aware. Like you may be doing practices that help you to be more self-aware, also more aware of the cosmos. You could be doing certain practices to get you in touch with the greater consciousness. And you could also be seeing the connection of different events in your life or in the world. So you're understanding the connections between maybe past events in your life and how it's created you into the person you are today, how it's led you down your spiritual path or down the path to your higher self or your best self. And you could be seeing the path even more clearly of maybe, who you want to become or how you want to be in the world, and really getting a greater understanding of that. Yeah, and seeing some patterns in the world, in your life, in your own consciousness, and in this spiritual realm. And also, seeing the ways you would like to grow spiritually and how you would want to grow personally. So having some expanded ideas around that. So that's what I see for that. And now we're going to get into your advice, and then we'll pull your blessings for the month of August. So your advice is magic. There's magic and miracles all around me. Where others see coincidence, I see evidence of life's synchronicities. I love filling life with wonder and magic. It's way more fun that way. So it seems like you're going to pay more attention to wonder and magic. You could be doing some magical things, but this is also along the lines of this awareness and understanding the connections and patterns between all things. I feel like you are going to, and this is advice also, to pay attention to the magic, pay attention to the magic in the miracles every day, the magic within yourself, and with the synchronicities as well. Maybe even looking up at the stars. And then we have, don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. So this is advice not to take it personally this month. If someone else is going through something, maybe even think of it like that. Okay, maybe that it seems like that person just shit themselves, or something else goofy and funny. Like generally it isn't personal. It really is something that someone else is going through, and it's really not about you. So maybe that's something you're seeing more clearly this month. Also, if there is a person in your life, and even if they're giving you a little bit of a hard time, I feel like it's really because they are going through something rather than they have anything personal against you. And I feel like if you have been dealing with that, I think you're gonna find that out, and they may, even tell you that and have that conversation with you and say, yeah, I'm sorry I was being such a butthole because I actually was going through something myself, and it wasn't right or fair to you. But otherwise, just not to take things so personally, and maybe that is a thing you're going to do this month. Just not take things so personally, and just let it go, move on with your life, and not worry about that kind of crap, right? All right, so I pulled some blessings for you out of the blessings bag for your month of August. So let's see. Did I say benefits or blessings? Benefits package. So you may be getting a new benefits package or something, or just, this could be just a package that comes in the mail, and there's going to be a lot of things within that package that's going to benefit you. And with that, investments too. Maybe, it'll come with a package of benefits. Next, new appliance. That came up in your reading related to your home. That's cool. Maybe some of you will get a new appliance. Neighborhood animals. So neighborhood animals may be a blessing for you. Girls or boys night out. So you may get a chance to have a fun night out with your girls or boys. Peace and harmony at home. Oh, very nice. Very nice. With the Hermit and Divine Wisdom. And we have lovely neighborhood. So it seems like you may be getting out into your neighborhood. Some of you might be changing neighborhoods or really exploring your neighborhood, because you also have neighborhood animals. So there's something that's going to be a blessing related to your neighborhood. Good news about children. So if there's any children in your life at all, there may be good news around children. Next, we have beautifying a space. So there may be a space in your home, this could be in your car or in your office, that you're making prettier, nicer, more lovely, more aesthetically pleasing. And here we have resolving a problem, overcoming obstacles. I mean, that comes into alignment with some of your bigger messages. And then cleaned car. Well, maybe you're getting your car detailed, cleaned. Maybe someone is going to be nice to you and clean out your car for you. But a cleaned car may be a blessing for you, or another cleaned vehicle. Also, was it you? Let me see here. Yeah, of potentially getting a vehicle. So maybe that'll be nice. It'll just be a nice clean vehicle. Sauna. That came up too. So maybe you are taking a sauna or something to that effect. Long life. So that's nice just in general, huh? So if any of you were really worried about a lifespan, or it could be the life of a pet or yourself or a loved one, and it feels like there's a long life involved. So if that was any concern, I feel like that, more knowledge of that is going to be a blessing for you. And then we have, you are amazing. So I feel like you are going to feel amazing about yourself, increased confidence. Also, that could be related to this accomplishment, definitely in the romantic relationship realm. But there could be some accolades coming to you and to tell you you're amazing, or you are just feeling about yourself that you are amazing. So that is your blessings and your whole reading for the month of August. I hope that inspired you and encouraged you and gave you some insight. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or night wherever you are in the world. And a wonderful August. Namaste. Hello and welcome to Healing Inspiration. I am Ramona, and your reading today is your August. So this is your month of August, and we will start with your main themes and energies, and then we're going to address each area of your life. So the main themes and energies in that. I also will end with advice, and then I will be pulling from the blessings bag. So don't miss that part of it. And if you find any benefit to this content for you, whether it's entertainment value or you really like the messages or my energy, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below with a turkey, and if you find it in your heart, you could hype this video if you think it's worth that, or if you think it would be nice for my channel and you would like to participate in the energetic exchange, or if you would like to give me a super thanks of any amount, that would be awesome. But anything you would like, that would be wonderful if this is beneficial to you. Also, if you would like a personal and private reading with me, you can take a look at my Etsy shop. That's in the description box down below. Or if you would prefer, you can send me an email which is also in the description box. And without further ado, let's get into your reading. So the main themes and energies for August. This is your reading. If you chose this card number 61, Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. First of all, here's a bird, and I am hearing birds sing outside. So this month you may be hearing birds sing a lot, or singing birds is going to be relevant to you, or nature sounds. Also, give with gratitude and grace. I feel like you are going to have plenty this month, especially internally. You see how thick this turkey is? It's like you're going to have an abundance of gratitude within you. You are going to feel very graceful. I feel like there's going to be an energy of grace over your life. For one thing, I feel like grace is, how you carry yourself. So your life is going to feel very light and graceful. And also I feel like it's the little bit of magic that's added to what you do that makes it smoother and easier, and gives you the ability to do things that you wouldn't be able to do on your own. So I feel like you're going to have a touch of magic this month in that regard. And also, you might be starting a gratitude practice or have a gratitude practice, which is going to be beneficial for you. Or you are going to pay attention to the things that you are grateful for this month. And also, giving with gratitude and grace, I feel like you're going to have plenty to give, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And you are also going to receive, because it seems like you're very full, your life is full, and you are able to give and receive with the same amount of gratitude and grace. So I feel like there's going to be reciprocal energy in your giving. And also, this is card number 61. 6 and 1 is a 7. So this is a divine gift for you this month. I feel like there is going to be a divine gift for you as well. And this could be a spiritual gift, or just something that comes into your life that feels miraculous, or like magic, something magical. Next, you have courage. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. So I feel like this month you are going to persevere. No matter what, you are going to have the grace to persevere and the ability to believe that all will be well. That you are going to be able to get quiet on the inside And if you've dealt with any fear or anxiety, I feel like that is going to be calmed this month. And if there's anything that you were afraid to do, afraid to start, anything you had fear around, I feel like you're going to get the strength and courage to be able to start that project, have that conversation, ask that person out, apply for that job, go to that interview, whatever it is that you were feeling fear or anxiety around. I feel like you're going to get the strength and courage to start that, to go for it. Next, we have card number 33, and it's chaos and conflict. So with this, I feel like things are going to be falling into place. And if you see, this is a zebra. I feel like this is a zebra, and it seems like it doesn't have the or maybe it's a horse, who knows what it is, but it doesn't have the pattern that is proper for what this animal usually have. So I feel what this is you are following a different pattern, a different path than what is typical. And it may feel like it's a little bit chaotic. Maybe there is some conflict with other people in your life, or you feel like some things are conflicting, or you have a conflict with someone who feels like what you're doing is just not appropriate for the situation. But I feel like whatever you're doing in your life and whatever path you are on, you're meant to be on that path, even if it doesn't look like anybody else's, or if someone else is conflicted with what you're doing. It feels like it's all going to fall into place for you. And 3-3 could be significant, and 3-3 equals a 6 as well. And 6 is coming into balance. So I feel like whatever was feeling chaotic, or if you were having a conflict with anybody, or even within yourself, that is coming into balance this month. And especially with that 3-3. So that mirroring 3, it's a balance. And the 3 could be a spiritual number for you, or 3-3. Next, you have pine tree, vitality, longevity, and perseverance. And with that courage, that also reminds me of perseverance. But it feels like this month your perseverance is going to be rewarded. You're going to have the strength and the ability to move forward through anything, or with anything that you put your mind to. And it does feel like you are going to have the energy to do that. And you're going to be able to continue this through the long haul. So there's something that you may be starting this month that could have longevity. That could be a relationship or a job, or just a path that you're going down that you may have, maybe you have doubts about, or other people in your life have had doubts about, but it is going to be something that is going to be long lasting. And you're going to have a lot of energy and vitality this month to grow anything that you would like. Also, pine trees could be something. So some of you could be having the scent of pine, or be surrounded by a lot of pine trees, or going somewhere where there are pine trees. That scent could be important for you this month. But it's also a very refreshing scent. And the pine tree, there's something related to a pagan holiday, I think in December, and that the pine tree was used to represent, and I know we do that for Christmas now. Some of you could be planting a tree, or there's a god or goddess related to the evergreen tree. And this is also something that is going to last eternally, I want to say. So it feels like you are investing in eternity, if that makes sense. Or some of you may use eternity cologne or perfume, getting a tattoo related to eternity, or looking into some concepts related to that. So that's an interesting message coming out. And there's there's 3 trees here. So there could be 3 very strong paths for you that you're deciding on. And I feel like you don't even necessarily have to decide between them. I feel like you might be able to find a balance with these 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So you might be able to find a balance with 3 major things in your life, or 3 things are coming to fruition this month. And the 3 things that would first come to your mind, that's going to be it. There's like 3. 3 is significant. Next we have 9, and that's reminding me of 9333, because 333 would be 9. And we have peace. Bridget, goddess, in your sacred name, a light within me, peace's flame. So with the 9, that is also reminding me of the Hermit, and also like the 9 of Wands and that perseverance. So there might be one final push to accomplish something this month, or just, one more step to take. Like you're very close to completing something. And also some of you could be using candles or doing candle magic. And here it says XL, so that's 40, or that could be extra large. So there could be an extra large candle or an extra large dose of peace that may be coming in for you this month. And it's like that inner light again with that 9 is the Hermit, is like being able to follow your inner light and really having peace. And when you choose the path of peace, like inner peace, not just external peace, it feels like that is the direction you're going this month. In like really checking in with your internal self, your internal light, and moving forward toward whatever gives you peace within. And I see Ace here. Ace. And this is reminding me of the Ace of Wands. So there could be a new passionate beginning, taking some new action, a new step towards something you want to create in your life. And that's also reminding me of courage. Some of you could be really taking a step or a leap of faith into something that maybe not everybody agrees with, right? But it's like you're being moved forward with peace, and you're being given the courage to move forward in this thing. And I feel like you're going to have that, and it's going to fall into place for you. And it's something that can be very long lasting. And also this is just a sense of inner peace as well, that I feel like you will have or are cultivating. Now this is your romantic love life. So we have the Devil and also religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So first of all, related to romantic love life, you could really be thinking a lot about this, or be trapped in your mind thinking about your love life and all the potential factors. Maybe there is someone you're interested in, or something that you engage in your love life that maybe you feel is against your religion or upbringing or something like that. And I feel like you are going to get some clarity in this regard. I don't know, maybe some of you related to your religion or your upbringing or society, You are, say, if you're completely single and you feel there was an expectation for you to be in a relationship or to get married, I feel like you're going to really think about this and come to some level of clarity and freedom. Like, it's okay for you to go against the grain. Okay? Like, others of you, there could be, someone that you meet or someone you're in a relationship with, that there may be divergent religious paths or spiritual paths that you feel like you guys are on, and you're working to reconcile this within yourself, within your mind, or within your relationship, or some like other really important cultural things that are going to be affecting your love life. This could just in general be some sexual things that maybe you have not felt comfortable with doing, or felt were wrong or something, that you're going to really determine how you feel about it rather than what has been told to you. Also, this could be someone who's just very obsessed with you, or you're obsessed with someone, and there's just this very strong, passionate connection, a lot of lust related to this. And that could make you reflect on your spiritual beliefs, the level of connection that you have, the level of fire that you have for this person. And for some of you too, if this will resonate with you, this is Capricorn energy, and it feels like some of you may not have as wonderful or solid of a love life until you are older. And, you're kind of meant to work and build and do other things in your life. And then you might have a relationship when you're older. That's for some of you, if that resonates. Also, I feel like whether you're in a relationship, like some of you could be, meeting with religious leaders, or even some kind of a guide related to your relationships. I mean, this could be marital counseling, or you could be going to see your imam or your pastor or some guru or something related to your relationship and getting some advice on your relationship. And also this could be related to like getting things, doing shadow work around relationships. So some of you may be doing shadow work. This could be with a partner, or it could be, even on your own, of getting rid of or identifying, some toxic traits or behaviors, and like working through those related to your romantic love life. So there's a lot of different messages coming through for that, or there could be a Capricorn in specific here. Or this could also be a fear or two. Some of you might be leaving your religion in order to pursue a romantic relationship, or considering that this month. So there's a lot of different messages. So take what resonates, obviously. If it doesn't seem like it resonates to you, yeah, that's not a message for you. So that's a pretty deep one there. Next, for your other relationships, you do have card number 32, Door to Spirit, and you have Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands. So it looks like there's a meeting of the minds. This could be with a King of Wands, but someone like-minded to you. So if you have a twin, or if you have a best friend, But there could be someone you meet this month that is very much like you, or if you are a boss or you have a boss, this could be the connection with a boss that you are really having a meeting of the minds with. And it feels like a very good working relationship. I think this is particularly with working relationships, but there could be also a friendship where you're very much connecting on an intellectual level here. Or there could be someone that you have a psychic connection to, or feeling someone else's pain, or connecting to friends or family members through your dreams or your psychic connection. But it looks like there is some kind of really good connection here, specifically for work, but it could be a friendship or a family member that you're really having a meeting of the minds with. And with door to spirit, I feel like spirit is really involved in your other relationships this month. You could be in touch with a spiritual community, or a door is opening for you to be part of a spiritual community, which is going to be a blessing to you. And also, this is telling me about your relationship with spirit. So the door seems to be wide open for your relationship with spirit. And you do have the dove here, which is peace. So I feel like your spiritual relationships, it could be with spirit or whatever you believe in spiritually, or your spiritual community is going to be bringing you a lot of peace. Or you can be making peace with your spiritual, like with spirit, with God, with whatever you believe in this month, with your relationship to the divine. And this also can be making some kind of peace with your relationship to the divine masculine. Which could also be a father or a father figure, an uncle, a brother that you could be making peace with. And next we have your career and studies. So we have the 9 of Swords and card number 23, peace. So we got 32 and then 23, peace. And we have the dove again. And this is related to your career and studies. So it feels like spirituality spirit is going to be really involved in your different areas of your life this month. And I think peace is coming into areas of your life where it felt like there was chaos and conflict, because door to spirit is under chaos and conflict. And now we're having like this anxiety. And there may have been even anxiety around your career and your studies. This can also be being up in your head, thinking a lot about it. This could be staying up late at night. Some of you also could be staying awake in your, doing your work when other people are sleeping. But if you are having any anxiety around your career and studies, I feel like peace is coming in. And especially if there was any conflict, I feel like there's going to be, peace offered to you, or a peace offering. With this egg as well, there is something new, something that's, percolating within you, maybe a dream that you have that you might have been nervous to pursue here with, the message from this courage card, that you're going to be able to have, the courage to pursue it. But it also feels like, this is not just overthinking. I think your mind could be very active, thinking about your work, or your work has a lot to do with, your mental activity. But it feels like this area of your life, and this could be your studies too, where you have to think a lot and strategize, and maybe some of this does keep you up at night. And I feel like You're going to come into more peace and be able to sleep. And some of you may also have a dream, an actual dream that shows you a new option or opportunity related to career and studies. So, pretty cool there. Next is your finances in the month of August. So we have Knight of Cups and flexibility. Adapt slowly by using versatility, compromise, adaptation, change, etc. Be flexible in your methods. Okay, so I feel like you're going after and pursuing something that is emotionally fulfilling for you financially. And there could be something coming in that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you financially. This is like the knight in shining armor. So there could be something or someone coming in that's offering you something that is going to benefit you financially, that you're going to really love. And with flexibility, I feel like you're going to be able to manage a lot of different things financially. It could be different accounts. It could be doing a savings, a budget. Like, you're going to be able to have a flexible spending account. And the octopus is very, very intelligent. So it feels like you're going to be able to manage your money, maybe come up with new ways of making money, bringing money in, saving it, putting it into certain accounts or investments that's going to make you more money, which is going to help you pursue something you love. Or maybe you're going to have the flexibility financially to pursue something you love where you don't necessarily, or that could be something you're working on, where you don't necessarily have to work at a job you don't like, or a job for a certain amount of money, because maybe you're able to even figure out your money and your expenses to where, maybe you even downsize a house or downsize a vehicle or cut out expenses so you can pursue something you love that, will give you emotional fulfillment. So you're able to balance things out, or maybe you're coming up with new strategies how to make income or make passive income or make money on the money you already have. Whatever it is, so you can pursue something you love. And financially this month, you may also be putting some money in to pursuing something you love as well. That could be pursuing a hobby, or pursuing, your education, or maybe you're even pursuing, for some of you, creating a business that you would like to do, or a side hustle. Maybe you have your hands in different pots here, and just really testing the waters and seeing what you love, what you want to do. It feels like there's a lot of movement and a lot of skill and intelligence that's coming to play in your money this month. And next, this is your home and family. Ooh, card number 33 again. 33. Do we have 33 over here? Or so right here, 32. Oops. I thought I had another 33. Maybe not. 23. Okay, but anyway, 33 again. Awesome. So 33 is definitely, some of you may be in your 30s or going to be 33. And 33 also reminds me when Jesus ultimately fulfilled his purpose. But there's definitely balance here, and the number 33 is significant. And temperance. So in your home and family, there's going to be emotional balance and calm and peace and flow with the water. Also, with the water, I'm feeling cleansing. So you could be doing a home cleansing. You could be doing some deeper cleaning projects. You could, I'm also feeling that emotional and spiritual balance. Or you could be doing, maybe even in your home, like taking more baths or drinking more water. And that could be helpful within your home and family, or maybe your whole family is going to do this. Some of you could be putting a pool in, or working on some plumbing, like upgrading plumbing or upgrading a bathroom or a kitchen, something to do with the water element. And just creating harmony and balance. And I feel like there's harmony and balance within the family. And there seems to be, like, in your, related to your home and family, there's something you're taking very seriously. Maybe really paying attention and observing others in your home and family, or observing something in your home and thinking seriously about it. It feels like you're thinking, you're observing, but you're not saying much about it. You're just kind of going with the flow. You're observing, you're looking, you're paying attention, and you're taking it very seriously. But right now it seems like you don't want to make a move. You don't really want to say anything about it. And I feel like you are just biding your time, I want to say. So there's something that you're seriously considering related to your home and family. Really observing. Maybe you're also, you could be observing the people in your household, the flow of your household, the spiritual direction of your household, the cleanliness, the organization of, maybe you could be considering, should you move? Should you have a different house? Should you make an upgrade? What you feel could be different in your household. But on some level, I think some of you are just keeping your mouth shut at this point and just observing, and, to keep the peace within your household somehow. Next, interestingly, we have hydrate, and here's water. And this is related to your physical health and fitness. So, Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, it can be something, it can be lying, cheating, or stealing. So, I feel here that some of you may have been on a diet, or realized that there was something you maybe weren't honest with yourself about. Like, maybe you weren't honest to how much effort you were putting into something, or you weren't honest about the number of calories you were intaking, or so that could be part of it. And you're going to realize, oh, this is what I was doing, or something was just hidden from you, just in general, related to your health and fitness, and you're going to discover what that was. I feel like more this is something you were hiding from yourself. And when you discover what that was, I feel like it's really going to create a bridge for you, because here's a bridge of, moving toward your goals, moving toward better health, to getting better health outcomes. And it feels like you're really creating a strategy and a plan and being very resourceful when it comes to health and fitness here. And some of you also, there could be some things that you've done that you know is not too great for your health that you may have been getting away with kind of up until this point. So this could be some of you, like you're just starting to say enter into your 30s and you realize, the kinds of foods that you were eating in your 20s is not feeling as good anymore. So it's like something you were getting away with before. Or maybe your body felt nice and flexible previously when you were younger, without putting much effort into it. And now you're feeling more stiff and you're like, so I guess now I'm going to put, you realize it and you're like, okay, I'm going to like do some stretching exercises so I don't feel so stiff, right? So I feel like there's just something you're realizing or something, maybe you weren't paying attention to or you didn't know about, or even maybe that you were hiding from yourself, from your own awareness on some level, that you're going to discover, and you're going to create a plan around it, a strategy to address it. And it's creating this bridge to where you want to be health-wise and fitness-wise. And then this is a pretty obvious card number 27, hydrate. So I think hydration, water, very low calorie fluids are going to be important for you this month. Maybe you're going to want to drink some teas, drink some waters, maybe even create some flavored waters, maybe put some fruit in there, some cucumbers, whatever it is to make your water more palatable. And also for your physical health, in addition to hydrating internally, maybe you're doing some hydration externally of, related to, I wanted to say lotions or things like that. Maybe improving your skin quality, maybe some hyaluronic acid, something along those lines, something for moisture. Maybe some of you feel dry, so you're going to up your skincare routine and add moisture to yourself. And that moisture is making me feel like flexibility as well. So it could be that flexibility in your joints and your muscles, and maybe, doing things to make yourself a little bit more flexible, hydrated, moisturized than this month. Next, we have your spiritual life. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Materials, and we have the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So it feels like spiritually you are starting your stuff. You are starting your stuff. It's like you are making progress. You may be reaching you may be figuring something out or feel like you're winning spiritually. You feel a little bit more happy with your spiritual life. You feel like you have direction and purpose. Like we have this, what is representative of the Holy Spirit a couple of times here with the dove. So I feel like and I feel like that's spiritual guidance as well. So you could feel like you have spiritual guidance and it's helping you to move forward very quickly. It feels like, because looks like a succulent plant to me, that you are very, like we talked about hydration physically, but it feels like you're very hydrated and have a store of spiritual energy within you that can keep you going. And there could be some divine intervention that you experience this month. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided to guide you in the right direction. And happiness is your purpose and towards your happiness. And I was feeling like moving towards your happiness there. So I feel like you're making some very practical steps in your spiritual life, with yourself, with your higher self, to move within your purpose and towards your happiness overall in your life. And it feels like there's some excitement with this. And like the Knight of Pentacles normally moves slowly, but it looks like this horse is trotting and this horse is looking good. So it feels like you are doing beautifully spiritually. It's like you have a rose in your hair, you have the wreath of flowers. It's like you are looking good spiritually for sure. And you're getting some good direction. And some of you could be moving towards some kind of a spiritual leadership with divine director, or have a spirit guide, or and this could be in the spiritual realm, or it could be in the earthly realm. It could be a masculine energy here that is giving you some really good practical advice spiritually. Okay, I think I mixed something up. Oh, this is going to be your mental and emotional health. Or well-being in general in the month of August. And I have to say, 10 of Pentacles, this is long-term stability and having, you know, everything you want and need. Everything you could want and need. So your mental and emotional health looks very wonderful long-term. And it does feel like it's going to be supported by a community. And it feels like, in general, whatever investments you are making mentally and emotionally are going to benefit you greatly for the long term, because it seems like your mental and emotional self and your well-being is very strong, long-lasting, and blooming. So there's a lot of lovely fragrance in your mental and emotional life. And here we have butterfly, transformation, joy, beauty, and transience. So, like if you've been dealing with any difficulty mentally and emotionally, it feels like that situation is transient, and it's kind of, I want to say, the wind beneath your wings. It's kind of lifting you up even higher to a higher perspective, to this 10 of Pentacles. It's like whatever you are building, and it's like you are also going to be blooming mentally and emotionally this month. And like there's a lot of beauty in your mind and a lot of beauty in your emotional world that is developing. So this could be a change from where you have been. So this could be even saying you're making these changes this month, or starting to see some of these changes. And it's going to be something that is going to grow over the long term and is really going to bloom. And mentally and emotionally, it feels like, you know, long term, it's going to be very abundant. And like the difficulties, you know, they're things you're going to be able to ride with, and they're going to be transient, right? But for the long term investment, however you're investing into your mental and emotional health, and this does seem like along with a community and maybe some support, and this doesn't have to be a community in person, although it could be. It could also be an online community. Related to that. Okay, now your advice. I know this is running a bit long, but Edge of Greatness. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. And here we have door to spirit, and we have courage, which also reminds me of confidence. So opportunities are definitely coming your way. Doors are opening. for you, and you're going to be able to walk through them with courage and confidence. It's like there's like divine opportunities coming in for you this month. And I'm feeling like, yes, be led forth with peace and take the risk, because it's like, yeah, you're on the edge of greatness. There's some doors of opportunity. And when doors of opportunity open, there are challenges that come with it, you know? But it feels like these challenges are worth it. It's like, and also with this person holding the flag, it's like, don't lower your standards. Like, you're going to be doing something great here. Something pretty awesome, okay? And then we have wonder. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. And that's interesting. There are 7 people there, and it looks like they have 3D glasses on. It reminds me of the 7 that we started out with. So I feel like this is saying to take a higher perspective on your life. So realize that and notice that life is all about experiences, and you don't have to sometimes you can pull out, and look at it from a spiritual perspective and not take life too personally and be like, wow, I actually get to experience this. I get to experience something. I get to experience this feeling. I get to experience this delight, this emotion, this sensation, this experience, this opportunity. It feels like, kind of you watching your life unfold from the outside while still experiencing it from the inside, and, gaining a sense of wonder, like, this is cool. Like, what's going to happen next? Like, having that kind of wonder related to your life. That's kind of what I'm getting with that. It's like they're all watching a movie. Okay, now I'm going to pull your blessings. I know this has been very long. I apologize. All right, your blessings in the month of August. We have free drink. Someone's going to give you a free drink. And hey, you have to hydrate, so hopefully it's hydrating, right? A financial gift, very lovely. A morning routine, so you might be creating a routine or have a morning routine that's going to be a blessing for you. A creative success, so something you have created is going to be successful this month. You're going to start seeing success with it, or you're going to be able to accomplish something creative. That makes sense with this, like that chaos and conflict, how I was like, you might be doing things that are different in a different way than other people want you to or expect you to, and it's like more creative, and it's going to be successful for you. Crystals, so you may be getting some crystals or seeing some crystals or working with crystals, which is going to be a blessing for you. Or knowing someone named Crystal. Receiving a refund, so you might be getting a refund on something that you didn't expect. Or maybe you did expect it, but it's a blessing. New appliance. That could be small or big. Like it could be an air fryer or a coffee pot, or it could be a washer and dryer. It just depends on your situation. Big savings on a big ticket item. So that could be happening. That could be having to do with that flexible spending there. And then someone fixing something for you. So someone could be fixing a situation, or maybe it could be fixing your car, or fixing anything that resonates. A promotion. So some of you could be getting a promotion at work. Or, I mean, if that doesn't resonate, you could even be getting promoted, like, spiritually. Or there could be a promotion that you're doing if you do have your own business that will be a blessing to you. Or, yeah, something like that. A podcast, so you might find a podcast that is a blessing for you. Some of you could be doing a podcast, which will be a blessing. Maybe that's a new thing some of you want to start. And then we have greeting card. So some of you may receive a card from someone that's a blessing. Garden. So you could be walking through a garden, creating a garden, which could be a blessing for you. It's August. And goodness. Just goodness in general. And this reminds me of this give with gratitude and grace. So you're going to be experiencing more goodness this month, and your own goodness is going to be rewarded. Playfulness. So there will be some playfulness this month that will be a blessing for you. And then we have act of kindness, which reminds me again with give with gratitude and grace. So there's an act of kindness that you will be giving or receiving, or both, that will be a blessing to you. A lotto, slots, or bingo win. So if any of you resonate with that, that might happen. So there are a couple of financial things coming through here. A few, in fact. It reminds me of that flexibility. It's like a lot going on there. And then someone cooking a meal for you. So that's very nice. Next we have soul tie cutting. And that reminds me of this shadow work. So some of you could be cutting soul ties with past things or past situations. And as I'm saying that, I see a little butterfly back here. So some kind of transformation. And there's a butterfly over here. So this is also going to be helping your mental and emotional health. Cutting off some dark energies here. And then we have fountain. So you could be getting a little fountain for yourself, creating a fountain that has to do with water, going by a fountain, which could be a blessing for you. And finally, August blessing, life coaching. So you could be getting some life coaching. Getting some life coaching, seeing something on YouTube for life coaching, getting some self-help book or journal or or something like that for some life coaching also. You could be coaching someone else with their life, which could feel like a blessing. Sometimes it is more blessed to give than to receive. So both ways can be a blessing. So I thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope that inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world, and an amazing August. Namaste.